In this video, I'm showing you how to boldly ask for what you want from women and actually get it. Not by being needy, not by being manipulative, but by owning your masculine presence, your standards, and your desires. If you're tired of playing nice and still not getting what you want, buckle up. This is the perfect video for you. Hey, real quick, if this already makes sense to you, hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell me what you think in the comments. I want to know your take. Don't just watch, be part of the conversation. My name is Kelly, and welcome to this channel. Most guys beat around the bush, drop hints, and pray that she picks up on it. Meanwhile, bold men, men who ask for what they want directly, are out here winning. So let me ask you, when was the last time you confidently told a woman exactly what you wanted without apologizing for it? If you can't remember, well, that's why we need to do this deep dive. I'm about to share 5 bold ways to ask for what you want from women and get it. You ready? Strategy 1. Get crystal clear on what you want. Now, let me put it bluntly. You cannot get what you want from a woman if you don't even know what that is. Most men are out here confused, vague, and low-key afraid of their own desires. You want sex, affection, respect, loyalty, but instead of saying it plainly, you hint at it, you joke about it, or worse, you just kind of hope she figures it out. But you see, that's not bold. It's just passive behavior. And women don't reward passive men. They tolerate them, at least for a while. But then guess what happens? They move on to someone who knows what he wants and isn't scared to say it out loud. I'll give you an example. You meet a girl, okay? She's cute. You're vibing, but you want more than just another number in your phone. You want connection. You want something physical. Or you want to see if she's actually long-term material, someone you could potentially marry. But instead of saying that directly, you mask it behind hours of, "Hey, how was your day?" Text messages. You take her out hoping that she'll catch on. You're scared that if you say the wrong thing, you'll lose her. Now, here's a twist. By not saying anything real, you're already losing her. Women crave certainty in a man. It's not about being arrogant. You need to be specific. Do you want her attention? Say it. Do you want exclusivity? State it. Do you want more intimacy? Don't just hope for it. Like, let her know. Because bold men don't beg, they declare. And that declaration starts with clarity. Ask yourself, am I just lonely or do I genuinely want this woman? Am I looking for sex, a relationship, or both? Am I setting standards or just reacting to her terms? If you don't know what you want, how the hell is she supposed to? Now, this is where most men get it wrong. They operate on fear-based attraction. They're so afraid of scaring her off that they forget to actually stand for something. But you can't attract the woman you want if you don't claim it. You only attract confusion, mixed signals, disrespect, and eventually regret. So I guess here's a challenge I'm throwing to you if you're still watching this video. Tonight, I want you to write down exactly what you want from the woman you're dating. Not what she thinks she wants, not what sounds good. The truth. Then, next time you're with her, practice saying it clearly, calmly, without apology. Because clarity isn't just attractive, it's powerful. And when you know what you want, you don't chase, you choose. Strategy 2. Say it with calm confidence, not aggression. Let me set the record straight. Being bold does not mean being a jerk. A lot of guys hear "be bold" and immediately swing too far in the other direction. They start barking orders, getting pushy, or talking like they're in some red pill roleplay fantasy. You're not being bold. That's actually insecurity in disguise. Real boldness is calm. It's collected. It's under control. It's not loud. It's not rushed. And it damn sure doesn't beg for approval. It's a man who can lock eyes with a woman and say exactly what he wants, without flinching, without fidgeting, without trying to sell her on anything. Now let me paint this quick contrast for you, okay? The aggressive guy says, "You better stop playing games and give me an answer." I'm not going to wait around forever. That screams fear. It tells her you're triggered, off balance, trying to pressure her into saying yes because you need it. Okay, now listen and watch how a calm, confident guy handles it. So, a confident guy says, "I really like where this is going. If you're on the same page, let's move forward. If not, hey, no pressure. I'll be good either way." See, he's not asking for permission. He's not being rude. He's just clear. And he delivers that clarity with an energy that says, "I know my worth and I'm not afraid to walk." That's irresistible to women. Why? Because it signals emotional control, power, certainty, right? The three things women crave in a man, even if they'll never admit it out loud. You see, confidence isn't about controlling her, it's about controlling yourself. And the secret is women don't respond to the words alone. They respond to the energy behind those words, right? So if your energy is frantic, for instance, begging, apologetic, she's out. She's gone. But if your energy is anchored, if your voice is relaxed, steady, with no emotional attachment to the outcome, she'll lean in. She'll listen and respect you. And more often than not, she'll give you what you ask for. So try this next time. Slow down your speech. Drop your tone slightly lower. Make eye contact, but soften it. Don't stare like a serial killer. And most importantly, don't overtalk. Just say what you want, then pause. Let her fill the silence. Let her process. That pause is power. You don't have to raise your voice to raise your value. Speak less, mean more. Let's be honest, like calm confidence gets you in rooms that aggression never will. It earns trust, it opens doors, it keeps women intrigued even after you walk away. And that, my friend, is how you ask boldly and get it without trying so hard. Strategy 3. Stop over explaining. Make it about desire, not justification. A lot of men were never taught that explaining too much actually kills attraction because men who feel the need to justify themselves already believe that they're asking for too much. You're not. But the moment you start talking in circles, trying to soften the blow or earn your ask, you've already lost frame, right? Let's say you want to see her more often. Instead of saying, I just want to see you this weekend, you start spiraling. You're going on and on, blabbing. Oh, I know you're probably busy, and I don't want to come off clingy, but I was thinking, if you're not too tired or anything, maybe we could like hang out or do something low key. But of course, only if you like it. Of course, of course. Bro, that's not bold. That's begging politely. You turned a simple request into a full blown TED talk on why you're not a burden. And what did she hear? Insecurity, weak conviction, low self esteem. Real men don't ask for what they want with disclaimers attached. They speak with desire, not desperation. You want to flip the script? I want you to try this next time. Say, I've been thinking about you. I'd love to see you this weekend. Boom, that's it. No backup explanation, no padding, no emotional bubble wrap. I mean, you're not trying to sell her a pitch. You're inviting her into your world. And if she's down, she'll say yes. If not, you'll survive. Remember, if you need to explain it, you're not ready to claim it. Over-explaining doesn't just dilute your message. It tells her you don't fully believe in it yourself. And how is she supposed to believe in a man who doubts his own words? Here's what women find sexy. A man who knows what he wants, and a man who owns that want without shame. A man who states it clean without trying to convince her. Think about how you feel when a woman directly tells you she wants you, it's without fluff. That's the same kind of energy you need to bring. So stop leading with logic. Stop trying to pre-defend your desire like it's on trial. I want this. I like you. I'm not here for games. Say it. Own it. And let the chips fall where they may. Because when you speak with certainty without justifying your truth, you become undeniable. Desire doesn't need a sales pitch. It just needs a voice. And when you finally stop explaining and start expressing, guess what? She's going to feel it. And she'll respond to the man, not the monologue. Strategy 4, set boundaries and make sure you follow through. If you don't set boundaries, you're not in a relationship. You're in a slow, soul-sucking negotiation where you keep losing. Women don't test weak men because women are evil. They do it because they're wired to check to see if the man in front of them actually stands for anything. And most guys cave. She says she's not ready for a relationship. And you stick around hoping that, oh, maybe one day she'll change her mind. She flakes on plans last minute. And guess what you do? You reschedule without batting an eye. She gives you the bare minimum, and you call it patience. That's not love, that's self-abandonment. Women respect men with boundaries. Period. A boundary is not a threat. It's not, if you don't do this, I'm out. It's, this is what I accept. If you're not aligned with that, we go our separate ways. No drama. I'll give you a real example. Say you're seeing a woman who only calls when she basically needs something from you. She's emotionally inconsistent, always busy, but expects you to stay available. Now, most men will say nothing, hoping that if they just prove their worth, she'll magically come around. A bold man will say, I value consistency and effort in the people I invest in. If you're not in a space for that, it's all good, but I won't chase this. That last line right there does two things. It sets the standard without insulting her, and it communicates self respect. And that's attractive. You teach her how to treat you by what you tolerate. Don't forget, you don't even have to say it all the time. Sometimes the boundary is in your actions and not your words. She pulls away. You stop texting. She flakes. You don't reschedule. She disrespects you. You walk. It's not about playing games. Look, you need to protect your peace as a man. And when a woman sees that you value your time, your energy, your emotional space, it's two things. She either levels up or she leaves. And guess what? Either way, you win. Because nothing is more magnetic than a man who is willing to walk away if he isn't met with the respect that he gives. Right? So the rule is say what you mean what you say, and then back it with action. Not once, but every time. The truth is, if she gets away with crossing the line once and you let it slide, she'll do it again. If your word means nothing to you, it will mean even less to her. A boundary you don't enforce is just a wish. Remember that. So, if you want to boldly ask for what you want and get it, you need to create a world where what you want is non negotiable. You don't threaten her with a door. You just know how to use it if it's needed. It's not toxic, it's masculine. And women feel that difference. Strategy 5. Invite, don't demand, then let her choose. The moment you try to control a woman, you've already lost influence over her. Because what women really respond to is not force, not begging, not pressure, but a confident invitation from a man who's grounded, certain, and willing to let her walk away if she's not aligned. Let me say that again. Inviting a woman and giving her the freedom to choose is one of the most powerful moves you can make. Because bold men don't beg for her to stay. They create a space so magnetic, so compelling that she wants to stay. I'll dive into a quick example. Let's say you want to spend time with her this weekend, right? A weak man will say something like, please let me know if you're free. I'll wait. The aggressive man, who's on the other end of the spectrum, will say, I don't like games. You're either in or out. A bold man will say, I'm heading to this thing on Saturday. Would you love to join? Let me know what works. That's leadership. That's confidence. You're not waiting around. You're not chasing. You're simply extending an offer and then getting on with your life. Now, real power is giving her a choice and not demanding a response. Here's where most guys mess up. When she doesn't respond fast enough, they spiral, double text, or retract the invite with passive-aggressive energy. Wrong move. A bold man knows that if she doesn't respond, that's a response. And he doesn't take it personally. He just pivots. Because here's the game. You're not trying to convince her to choose you. You're giving her the chance to experience what life with you would feel like. It's an invitation. It's clear. It's confident. And it doesn't come with strings. It says, hey, this is what I'm about. This is what I want. You're welcome to join me, but I'm going to go about living my life either way. That is masculine energy. That's the frame. And here's what happens when you consistently live in that energy. Women stop testing you because they feel safe in your certainty. They feel like they're dealing with a man who doesn't need them but chooses them. If she has to be forced, it's already fake. Remember that. And don't miss this part. When a woman makes a choice herself, when she steps into your world on her own terms, she's far more invested than if you dragged her there. Because what she chooses, she cherishes. Let her chase. Let her wander. Let her choose you because she feels something and not because she was pushed into it. And if she doesn't, then congratulations. You've just avoided a situation where you'd be dragging a half-interested woman for months, hoping for scraps of affection. So here's my final word on this. Lead with bold clarity. Invite her in, never demand. And if she walks, pull the door and then close it behind her. That's what makes you unforgettable. Not because you forced her to stay, but because you were strong enough to let her go. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you get notified every time I post. My name is Kelly. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.